Play Store has released the fix, the official fix to this issue that we've been experiencing on our Android app. So if you haven't already, cruise over to the Google Play Store and install that update. It was released just today. So if you're not using the most updated version of the app and you're having issues on Android specifically, please download that update and let us know if you're still having those issues. You can email us in to help@inharmony.com, or of course you can post inside our inHarmony Telegram group. And once you make a purchase on our website, you get an email that invites you to that group. And of course, we email out to our network, just like we did today. We email out to buyers another invite and a follow-up, because we know inboxes get inundated, things get pushed down. And we want to make sure that if you have our tech, that you're in that Telegram group. And the value for you in being and participating in that group is that you get up to the minute updates. I know many of you are using our technology with clients. You're using this in your facilities, and it could mean the difference between having a session or not having a session. Getting that information to you as timely as possible is something that's really, really important for us. And the fastest and best way that we can communicate with you is I just literally pick up my phone, I hop into the group, and I put a post up. Hey, we're working on this. Hey, we have a known issue. Or better yet, you see when another user is having an issue or a challenge or something that we're working towards. And a lot of times you'll see that communication back and forth, and you can chime in. I'm having the same issue. I'm having a slightly different issue. But of course, you can always email us here. I am inHarmony.com. But most importantly, Android, you have a new version of our app to download as of today. If you have an iPhone, our iOS version of an update is also going to be rolling out. We've been having some issues with the Apple App Store, going back and forth with a few new requirements that they are requiring we have. So we've been feverishly working towards getting those new requirements met, and then we will resubmit that app for release, and that should happen over the next 24 hours or so. Our dev team, huge shout out to them. They've been working very, very diligently and making sure that everything is running smooth. Here's the challenge with managing an app and operating an app like we do. And that is so many different phones, so many different apps, and so many different possible configuration issues. I personally use a VPN for just about everything that I do on my computer and on my phone. And a lot of times the VPN can be interfering with your experience. So if you have a VPN and you're having an issue, turn off the VPN and see if that issue persists. There's really not too much in there that we ask as far as data or tracking. You don't have to be in a particular city. It works anywhere in the world. So you're not going to have a lot of the conflicts that you have. However, every now and again, a user does let us know that they're having an issue with their VPN in our app. And of course, we want to work through that. So the more you can communicate with us, and that Telegram app is ideal, the better we can serve you and the faster and more often we can get updates to you. So Telegram is just an easy way for me to give one message out to a lot of people all at once. Android and iOS apps in particular, this is the best place. When I record a new video, or a lot of times somebody will ask me a question and I'll just flip open my camera and I'll give them an answer right from my home studio. Might not be as polished as what we release on YouTube, but this is a great way for us to get answers. And a lot of times, if another user is having a particular experience, you might be having the same experience also, or might not even know to ask that question about the experience that you're having as well. So if you use any of our tech, hop on a Telegram. If you don't have the credentials, you can't find the email invite, or you're just not sure where to go, feel free to send us an email, help@inharmony.com, and we will get you the answer that you need and support that you need. So grateful for our community, so grateful for each and every one of you constantly letting us know exactly how we can do better so that we can improve, and even just hopping in that app and letting us know how much you love the experience. We certainly love that too, and that certainly comes through that chat as well. So a lot of great opportunity to stay connected to a group of incredible human beings that obviously have the same interest as you do, because they might be watching this video and they might be seeing this there. Another benefit in being in that Telegram group is that I post the videos and the links and the announcements of what I'm going to be talking about on this live. And each time we go live, I try and put a little warning, and then I try and post the recording in that group as well. So I hope you'll join our community on Telegram. I personally don't really do too much on Facebook, although you might be watching us on Facebook. I don't do too much on YouTube, although you might be watching us on YouTube. And the fastest and most often updated is our Telegram group. our Telegram user group. So please join us over there. I really appreciate it. The next big announcement that we have is all about inventory. And our warehouse now has everything they need to begin shipping practitioners and sound lounges. So if you have been patiently waiting for a practitioner, or if you have been patiently waiting for a sound lounge, know that over the next 24 to 48 hours at most, you're going to get a notification that we have shipped. Our warehouse has everything. It's been triaged. It's been accepted into inventory. And as far as I know, they are printing labels and getting everything prepped so that it can go out. And I would expect tomorrow, we're going to start to see a lot of that stuff start to move. If not tomorrow, I think by Thursday at the absolute latest, we're going to get things moving and flowing. So for those of you that are waiting for this update, because I know I have been waiting to deliver this update, we are back in stock across the board. Meditation cushions, practitioners, sound lounges, brain taps, all of our Cocoon products, and of course our app is in stock as well. So everything is in stock. Everything is on the move. Sales have been consistent. We have absolutely been growing. Our next order for sound lounges and practitioners has been ordered. Materials are on the way. We are staying ahead of everything as best we can. And again, we appreciate your patience there, because managing the supply chain is absolutely a full-time job. In fact, it's taking 3 of us to do it effectively and efficiently. And I'm excited to say that I do see some easing across the supply chain. So things are starting to happen faster. Things are costing us a little bit less money to do as well, which is very exciting. And things are starting to trend back in the right direction. So this is all good news from an inventory perspective. Look for updates, obviously, every week as we go live. Inventory is something that we try and update each and every week on this live. So everything's in stock and everything's getting ready to ship. So thank you for your patience in what has been a little bit longer than we really anticipated this happening. We're into the third week of July, but everything's in stock and everything is starting to ship over the next 24 to 48 hours. That's really exciting. We have a new inHarmony Media music release, and it's going to be the Sacral Chakra. So we just started a new series. Root was released a couple weeks ago, and this week, look for the Sacral Chakra to be released. Anthony Weiss, aka Home, has been feverishly working on new music, feverishly working on collaborations with new artists so that we can bring new folks into the fray as well. And we're super excited about what's been happening on the inHarmony Media side of things. So keep an eye on the app. The best way for you to see new releases is to hit the funnel in the top right corner of our app. The funnel looks like this on the home screen. You can hit that little funnel and you can sort by release date, newest first. And it looks a little something like that. Release date, newest first. And when you hit apply, let's see if it's been released yet, actually. It does not look like it's been released. So first we're going to clear. Let's go cancel. Let's go clear. All right. And let's go inHarmony original music. Apply by release date. And it does not look like it's been released yet, but it's coming and it's on its way. And it's very exciting. Clear, apply, duration, no. Let's go back here. Release date, search, apply. Oh, we've got all the SMR tracks. We've released so much music, by the way. So inHarmony and the Cocoon Experience, in our partnership with BrainTap, we just released a bunch of tracks called SMR. And SMR is a new brainwave that we're rolling out. Historically, we've had alpha, theta, delta, and gamma. And now we have SMR. And we put a post up also in the user group talking about SMR and exactly what that was. So we have 10 11-minute SMR tracks that were just released. We also just released 33 minutes in theta. We also just released 10 tracks, 33 minutes in alpha. We also just released 11 minutes in theta. And we also just released 33 minutes in delta. We have been absolutely mad as far as releasing new music, and a huge shout out to our team, both at BrainTap and internally at inHarmony Media. There's lots of new music to choose from, including this track, which if you haven't tried this track yet, I highly recommend it. And it is the first in our Chakra series, Root. There's a lot of good stuff that's happening on the inHarmony Media side. So lots of new releases, lots of new stuff to explore. And I'm in the process of actually working on a training video series talking about how to use our app, best practices, and how to find different music. We're constantly updating, constantly upgrading, constantly moving in the right direction. And we appreciate you checking back often, especially if you're in that app, taking a look at what's new and what's been released. inHarmony Media has been cranking. The next thing that I want to talk about is our guided music meditation, which we just had our first one last Wednesday, and we did it for the full moon. We're actually going to be sending out the recording tomorrow to our entire database. So if you weren't able to watch it, know that it's posted on our YouTube channel. You can see it underneath our lives. There's an entire playlist dedicated to our lives. You'll see these lives every single week. So you can always stay up to the minute and always up to date. You don't necessarily need to be watching us live. You can catch the recording on YouTube, and you can catch the recording of our guided music meditation. I thought it was phenomenal. We had a couple technical issues we're going to need to work through. Anthony and I are already putting the fixes in place. My voice wasn't really loud enough coming over the music meditation. It was there, it was faint, so the guided part wasn't really there. The intro and the outro worked really, really well. We're doing these things live. We're making the best of it, and the best is yet to come. And really, this is something that we're going to be doing every single month. So if you haven't been able to catch us live, over 130 of you have watched it already, which is something that's really exciting for us. It is absolutely something that you want to listen to through the tech. So if you're watching the recording, simply pull up YouTube on your phone and connect it to your Sound Lounge practitioner or your meditation cushion and push play. We got a lot of exciting things that are in store for you on that front too. As for our next one, Anthony and I were just talking about this morning. We're going to be shooting for August 5th or 6th. Very likely Saturday, August 6th. And we're going to put this out in an email. We'll put it up on our socials. And of course, we'll put it out in our Telegram channels as well. So we're looking to try different time slots, different periods where we might get the most engagement, the most amount of people that can watch us and join us live. So look for this timeline to be changing and when we're going to be doing it. But our goal is to do it once a month, once every 3 to 5 weeks, depending on what's happening astrologically, depending on what's happening in our schedules, and depending on when we can come together to roll this out for you. So just know that there's another one coming, and we're thinking about August 6th, just as I think through my head, Anthony, if you're watching. August 4th, I'm going to be in LA. August 5th, I'm going to be coming back. So maybe August 6th will be the next one, but we'll announce that as it's coming up. The next event that I want to announce is actually exactly that same week, and that is Wake Up SD. I'm a huge fan of the team over at Wake Up OC, Wake Up SD, Wake Up Inland Empire, Wake Up LA. It's an entire series of biohacking events that's focused on waking people up to the truth about health and wellness. And certainly our technology is a big piece of that and a big part of that. On August 3rd in Fallbrook, San Diego, I'm actually going to be speaking alongside Dr. Patrick Porter. This is a not to be missed event. If you're in San Diego or anywhere in LA, Orange County, or the region, even if you're here in Las Vegas and you want to make the drive, it will well be worth it. Every time I listen to Dr. Patrick Porter speak, I learn something new, something exciting, something fabulous. And this event is going to bring together 15 or so different vendors, 15 or so different companies focused on health and wellness, focused on biohacking. And this is the first Wake Up SD event. So shout out to Kathy and Michelle. Super excited for this event. We'll have posts going up on our social media. We'll make sure there's links so that you can buy tickets. This is going to be a very exciting event. It is Wednesday, August 3rd from 5 to 9 p.m. It is in Fallbrook, North County, San Diego. And this is going to be a big one. We're going to have 4 sound lounges, a bunch of brain taps. Dom will be there. Anna will be there. And I know a number of folks from our team are going to be coming out. So this is something that's going to be very exciting. And I'm very much looking forward to this event. That's our update this week. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our incredible community. There's so much that's happening in and around inHarmony. I love these lives because I love to be able to share exactly what's going on. I hope you have a spectacular day. Oh, wait, before we leave, we've got comments. Hey, I want to shout out to everybody. What's happening, Rachel? Good to see you. What's happening, Brooks? Oh, it's so good. Brooks, I don't know what your story is. What is your story? We're going to have you on live, and we're going to have to talk about exactly what your story is Rachel, it is very exciting indeed. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a spectacular day. And I will talk to you very soon. And I'll see you back here next week, if not before. Bye-bye.